Hey, what's good, people? This is Javon, JV Lewis 77 on Twitter. Javon Lewis on Facebook. You know, um, I came across something where Double XL they was talking about it's a little controversy with Nas saying that J Electronica and Stic from Dead Prez, like ghostwritten for him on his latest album. So I guess the controversy is like this supposed to be Nas. He's one of the greatest of all time. Um, and he got ghostwriters. I thought he was supposed to be, because obviously, in the hip hop community, ghostwriting, is frowned upon. And for those who don't know what that is, basically that's like when other rappers basically write your lyrics, and then you do your thing with them. Obviously, certain people always have ghostwriters. People always ghostwrite for Diddy, ghostwrite for Dre, because they're not really rappers. That's understanding. They, producers, somewhat, all that. But the funny thing is, like, remember when years ago when Cannabis and LL had their little beef, and I guess it was like on the was it Rip the Jacker? What song was that? When because LL he came out with the like years later after Cannabis Crush, he came back years later on the Go album and had that one track where he like pretty well he pretty much got Cannabis and everything, and then Cannabis came back like a year later, which I believe was Rip the Jacker, where he had the I'm Bad beat. He straight up killed it, and he said that LL had ghostwriters, but nobody wanted to hear that shit back then. They was like, oh man, whatever, man, we know how it is. People pick and choose, what I'm saying, what they want to hear and everything. But Double XL had like the 10, best top ghostwriters of all time, and I was figured from the jump. I thought about Skills, and he had that song, I think maybe it was around 99, 2000, called Ghostwriter, where basically he had a song talking about everybody he ghostwrote for, was talking about, and the names was not mentioned. It was like bleeped out, or they was, you couldn't hear them. So he was like, if I don't get my money, I'm bringing this song back out with your names on it, and that was crazy. But some of the people who on the list who like Nas, saying that's interesting because saying that people, ghostwrite for him. He ghostwrited for people, they say Rick Ross ghostwrite for people, I saw Cube ghostwriting for people. And it was like Cube ghostwriting for MC Ren. I was like, what? Ren? I was like, damn, that took me back, Jay-Z, cause he ghostwrite for people. Royce the 5'9", I know he ghostwrite for a lot of people, and I was like, first of all, if Skills is not on that list, and it's a flawed list. Skills ended up being number one on the list, what I'm saying, which which is pretty much right. But it's funny because ghostwriting is like more accepted now, and I mean, I definitely was kind of like, man, but if you gonna have somebody ghostwrite for you, hell, J Electronica and Stic, man, hell, that's pretty good, I mean, I want J Electronica to bring that album on out, but got to get that money. So I just find it interesting. It's a big deal, because you already know, like the Gucci Mans, the Walkers, and Lil Boosies and cats like that. Goddamn well ain't nobody ghostwriting for that whack ass shit. Hell, my son and some of his friends, they could probably come up with better rhymes than that. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I find it funny. But y'all take it easy, and I'll catch y'all next video. One.